Hello, in this video I will be discussing 8 aspects of medical interpretation ethics. Confidentiality. The patient has to fully confide that whatever you interpret will remain private. Therefore, it is your duty not to divulge anything that was spoken while you were rendering your services. Furthermore, remember that all patient information is shielded under Privacy Act of 1974, and you could face serious legal consequences if you violate a patient's privacy. Second, the medical interpreter assures accuracy and completeness of whatever is said during the patient-health provider interaction. If at any moment you feel you do not know how to interpret a term, ask both parties if you could pause for a moment to seek clarification from your on-hand reference material. Likewise, if even after reading your notes, it is impossible for you to recall what was said, do not improvise, but ask for the session to stop and ask either the patient or the health provider to repeat what they said. It is very important that you interpret everything the correct way. Otherwise, omitting and improvising can lead to serious consequences. 3. The medical interpreter is impartial and cannot judge the patient under any circumstance or condition, either with words or gestures. You have to ensure you remain professional no matter what you hear. Therefore, please leave your ego and personal biases at the door and recover them once your interpretation session is over. It is our mission to remain in the interpreter role at all times. 4. As a medical interpreter, you are to avoid conflicts of interest. For example, if you are friends with or dislike the patient, avoid recommended treatments, health services. Do not deviate the interpretation towards either impeding the patient from getting medical care or towards damaging the health provider's reputation. 5. The medical interpreter is not a health provider and should therefore remain within the scope of their practice. Do not diagnose or medicate the patient. Leave it to the doctor. 6. Medical interpreters remain qualified and do not perform while having impediments. Therefore, it is important that you remain proficient in your career. And if you have any kind of impediments, such as physical or health, please ask another interpreter to take your place. In this manner, you will avoid interpretation omissions and wrong interpretations that could significantly affect the patient's health and your career. 7. The medical interpreter is always courteous, even when the patient or the health provider is not providing the same kind of courtesy in return. Remain professional. Keep your professional reputation intact. 8. The medical interpreter is always seeking professional development. There are numerous opportunities such as books, courses, seminars, and volunteer work to feed your medical interpreter brain. I hope that you keep these medical interpreter ethics in mind in order to assure your success. If this video was helpful, please subscribe.